Hello and welcome to another Enter Bricks in the World. I'm brickologist Carl coming to you from the Lego Den. As many of you know, August 1st is coming up, and that is a big day for Lego fans of Lego old, Lego new, to fans of yesterday. It's a great day for Classic Space and Classic Castle. One of the new sets that's coming out is the Lions King Castle 10305, which is a big set, and also Lego Icons Galaxy Explorer 10497. That one goes for $100 and it'll be 1,254 pieces. And those are throwbacks to the classic sets from the 70s and the 80s. And that's why I'm going to talk about this set, actually, times two, in front of you. And I have more Classic Space, but I'm just going to show you this. This is one of the most iconic Lego Space sets that is available. One that they came out a couple years ago from the Lego movie. See if I can get it without falling it apart. Oh, it's heavy, pretty heavy. And of course, you might recognize this one. So they did do kind of an icon thing. It's Benny and his spaceship, which is a pretty cool. It's got the same colors, and they actually used 929 on there. But if you've seen the Lego movies, you'll see that Benny wanted a spaceship, and there we go. We got one. Okay, so we'll put him down, not to damage him. Okay, let's talk about this set here. Now, as you heard, the remake is a tribute to 1979 set 497. 318 pieces, 4 minifigs, 2 red and 2 white. Original price was $32. Now price, if you find it on some sites, it's about $200 plus. And if you have the box manual complete, you can get upwards up to $500. So quite an investment if you found it. Somebody actually did a cool blueprint that I was able to get for 497 Galaxy Explorer, and it's just kind of a neat little thing that I found online, but a blueprint of the classic Galaxy Explorer. As you can see, I have not one, but I have 2 sets in front of me of 497. Now, 497 was the number used for the set in the United States. And on the side of the ship, it actually has 928. Well, that number was used for the set in Europe. Okay? Don't know if that happens here recently, but back then, they had 2 different numbers for this set. Okay? And when I found, it was a listing on Facebook Marketplace, selling a box of classic Lego pieces for $50. Guy was moving out of town, had to do a quick sell on it. Jumped on it, got over there. The box was probably about a 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot box, full of pieces. What caught my eye was the base plates. There was about 11 base plates. There was one for the castle set that I have. So as you can see, there's a couple crater plates. So there were like 4 crater plates, some city road plates, and if you look, like another landing pad. So about 11 plates altogether, some green ones. Boom. Took it home, inventoried it, cleaned them all up. They were pretty dirty and dingy from being in the garage. My previous videos tell you how to clean those up, and they were discolored. These base plates were really in bad shape. Peroxide brought these back, so they look great. No discoloration on them now. Look like they did when they were made in 1979. I actually did the yellow, blue. It didn't get rid of the spaceship, the classic space symbol on there. Only thing with this set you'll find that happens is these little clear red landing pieces here on the clear little cylinders. Those actually kind of deteriorate and break down. So that's the only thing I found that was an issue with these. And the one thing that is iconic with these sets is this little antenna right here. And if you ever look for this piece, 9 times out of 10, it's an 8-prong antenna. This one's kind of bent. I don't want to mess with it any, but it has all the prongs. Most of the time when you find that piece, it's missing a prong. This one is missing actually 2. I'm so lucky to find that. They do make it in other colors. I've seen it in clear, or like a opaque color, white, and of course the light gray. That's the best of it. I don't really want to mess with that because I don't want to snap it off. But that's usually one thing that's either broken or missing, is the little antenna that goes on the command center here. Okay, so we'll dig into this set. Comes with 2 pieces. Not picking them up, let me just show you what they look like. So one is a crater plate, and one is a landing pad for the spaceship. That was in the box. And then of course you have the other pieces, blue, gray, and the iconic yellow cockpit pieces here. Okay. One thing I did do with this set is I did not have the instructions for it. Instructions are very simple, but they're also very difficult, because with today's instruction you get usually a book like this. This is a Harry Potter set. It has all the pieces in the back. Each part is really nice, bright, detailed color. This book has 110 pages. Very nice how it breaks down. It shows you the pieces on the top. Back in the day, and this is how the booklet. This is another iconic set that I found. But this is for 6881. It's like the mobile rocket thing. And there was only, if you look here, 9 steps to build this. And they just kind of shows you what the next step is. And it was the same thing. And it was very difficult. Like I said, I didn't have the instructions. I had to go on Brick Instructions, one of the websites that I use, and had the instructions on there. Very difficult to see, because you're very limited on what the colors. You got the blue or you got the gray, and they didn't really show you where the pieces went. They just showed it in place. Next step, other places. So you had to figure out where those pieces go. And especially with this set, on the very bottom, it's very multi-layered, and it's all the same color. So trying to find out where exactly those go makes it very difficult. Okay, so 497, and I had to make sure when I went on, when I got these pieces, I had to separate them, clean them, see if any were falling apart, brittle, damaged, and then I had to go to Bricklink and go through my inventory and get each set together. And luckily I got like 4 or 5 sets. Like I said, one was a classic castle, the rest were classic space. Okay, I think there was a construction set in there too, but pre-Technic. And see, here's another set for a simple, I'm not sure what set this is, but it's just simple how the instructions, I mean, this is only 8 steps to make this. For this set here, just to build the spaceship is 25 steps. Now, you know, the manual has a lot more detail now today, and they give information in the front and the back and what bags, and this just all came in a box. Unfortunately, I don't have the box. They're hard to find and very valuable. But it just came in with the lid on it, and the manuals were inside. But great set, great set. Well, let's talk a little bit about the set here. So we have the mobile command center here, a little on the crater plate, and then of course you have the landing base, and some sets came with bases, some did not. Either small package ones, they didn't have a base, but most of your sets that had some kind of structure usually came with a base. And you could buy base sets, plates, in separate packages too if you wanted to expand. So you can make your moon base as big as you want. With the new set coming out, the 10497, all it comes is with just a spaceship, 4 astronauts, and like a Land Rover. So you don't get base plates. I've seen people that are creating their own to accommodate that. But they don't have base plates for that set, and I think it's bigger. And hopefully in the future I'll do a review both of them together to see what the difference is in size. Okay, so let's talk about this set. So like I said, we're on the crater side over here. So you have a little command center that the astronaut can go up inside. There's some instrument panels that are printed. We don't have any stickers on this set. And of course the astronauts have printing on their chests. Some yellow clear iconic symbol on the side. And then on the other part is the landing pad. And they put these red, there's 12 of them, that indicate lights where, you know, the spaceship's supposed to come down and land in that area, and the guys work it. The tower here does not move. They could have put a rotation piece on here to make it move back and forth, but it's solid, so it doesn't even get to move up or down, left or right or anything. So it's stationary. Not much detail to the little, I guess you can call it an outpost hut or whatever. And it comes with one rover vehicle, very simple design, and it has, I guess it's fuel cell. It's basically the oxygen tanks that are on the back of the astronauts, so they're gray. Okay, so very simple on the one side. It's connected with a little 2x2, two of those. If you need to separate it, that way you can display it better. It does take up quite a bit of space for a small set like this. Pull this back a little bit here so you can get a better view. Okay, so here now we have the spaceship, and it has, at the bottom, it's got 3 big rocket engines on the bottom, and then 4, actually 5. It's got 5 pads that it sits on. Okay, so that's the bottom, and you can see it's almost like a diamond pattern on the bottom, and it's just built up in layers. And that was very difficult when you're looking at the directions. You've got 25 steps to get all those pieces in spot, and they didn't highlight it. It's just you looked at the next picture and you had to see where new pieces were added. Okay, and they didn't use different colors in the internal building. I mean, there's not much, but you just have like 3 or 4 colors, and that's it. So what we have with here is you actually can raise up the top here where your astronaut is inside. You can fit, there's no seats or anything. They just kind of, it's an empty space in there, and you can fit probably 2 astronauts comfortably in there. And they didn't have any kind of instrumentation. They do have instrumentations there. So they have 2 types of instrumentations that are in here, little control panels or whatever, and they actually had a steering wheel. They didn't have like a joystick or a flight stick. They had a steering wheel that's like on the little car here. So very simple, but it was a steering wheel for a spaceship. And the back, of course, and the new set does mimic that. The only way you get into that is you take off this little 1x2 here, and that keeps it together, and boom, opens up in the back, and then the ramp comes down, and then you can actually drive your little guy, and he can go up, and he can actually go up inside, and guess what, he can stay in there. So the ramp can go up, and he can actually see out of the top window. So you put that ramp back up, close it up. Why is he getting stuck? He may have, let's see. Oh, okay, the ramp, okay. And then you just put that little 1x2, close it up, and guess what? Now you have one that's flying, and you have one that can actually see out of the top up there. Okay, so he can land. Maybe he goes to a distant part of the moon. You're gonna do some exploring. Up, come on back. Open up the cargo container here. Drop the ramp. Come back out. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so pretty neat. Pretty. Oh no, it has some engine structural failure here. Guess what? We got a team that will repair it. So it's got, and the same boosters that are the rocket engines are on the bottom, they're on the back too. So you have 4 big rocket motor engines, and on the side here you got a couple like thruster jets. No lasers on here. I guess you can, maybe these can be lasers in the front here, and maybe these can be side lasers. A couple antennas and some lights. Some lights on top here, directional lights, beacon lights or whatever. And really the only thing breaks it up is if you look at it from the top view. They got, oh, that one came off again. That must be a weak joint there. We're gonna have to replace that, put a work order in for that. But you can see it's got some yellow and black. I guess maybe that, you know, hazard, stay away, you know, that, where maybe that's the maintenance panels. Who knows? Use your imagination on that. I mean, that, you know, they really didn't give too much on the box. They may have given some more ideas, but like I said, we didn't have internet back then, and they gave some ideas on the notes and papers that were inside, but really didn't have too much. Okay, and you could probably, there was a couple different designs that they gave you ideas, but 9 times out of 10 you built this, you got it together, great, break it back down again and come up with your own design. I mean, that's what Lego did back then, is getting ideas and figuring out what would work, and maybe you could combine a couple different sets and create your own cool idea. We don't want to land on the other astronaut there. Okay, really cool set. I'm really excited about the new set that's coming out. It's gonna, of course, it's gonna be much bigger. Don't think that's gonna be too bad for the price of what you're gonna get. But I think the fans have been asking Lego for a long time, and I know people have done their own mocks of this set, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it's built. And I think it's really neat that they're doing a tribute to a classic set that came out in 1979. I mean, that is, what you add up the math on there, 43 years ago, and we're seeing it reborn again. And I think people are really excited about that. They just, there's just something about classic space that just really is cool with Lego, and I'm excited and looking forward. I'm glad they're doing it. A nod to people who've been collecting Lego for a long time, that has grown up with it. So if you're looking at getting it, I guess you're gonna get in line for that. Hopefully they have some, with that set, that we're gonna start seeing some new ideas come out. Maybe, you know, they'll do another set next year, classic space. It's pretty neat. So I hope this information was good for you. I hope you got something out of this, to actually see this set, not just in a picture, but actually in a video here. I don't know if many people have done this video on this one, but like I said, now you see you have not one but two here, and really privileged to find that set, and came across with, just got real lucky. Okay, so good luck on August 1st, whether you're in the regular sets to classic. I know they're just coming out with a bunch of it seems like they're doing a bunch of new sets coming out. Star Wars, Harry Potter, like I said, the classic castles coming out, classic space. Just wow! Lego is, you know, they seem to be slowing down, and you know, got to make room. Okay. So, any questions or comments? Leave them down in the comment section below. Where's my sheet? Oh, here we go. Pull them out. If you like this video, please share it with your friends or family. Lego AFLS. Please, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I certainly appreciate seeing those numbers go up. Give that thumbs up. If you like this content, please give a thumbs up. And like I said, questions or comments, leave them in the question or comment section down below. I'll answer any other questions or comments. I look forward to that. I look forward to discussing with Lego, and I look forward to making these videos. Okay? So until next time, this is Brickologist Carl coming to you from the Lego Den. Just remember, saving Lego from the past is saving Lego for the future. And until next time, take care and enjoy building.